students, I'm back with your next class. In today's class, we are going to discuss solid waste. Now, first of all, what is solid waste? See, in a simple manner, if you try to understand, anything that goes off to the dustbins or trash is referred as solid waste. Alright? Now, you very well know that solid waste then can consist of biodegradable substances, non-biodegradable substances, and also recyclable materials, isn't it? So according to that, that means according to the nature of the solid waste, hence we have various ways how to discard or how to get rid of the solid waste. That's what we're going to discuss in today's class. So let's start. See, first of all, solid waste are discarded solid materials produced due to human activities. It refers to anything that goes in the trash. They include municipal waste, industrial waste, hospital waste, hazardous and electronic or e-waste. Alright? Now, municipal solid waste. These are waste from homes, offices, hospital, etc. In short, something that has to be discarded of by the municipality. Okay? And are discarded by municipality. Now, it comprises of paper, food waste, plastic, glass, metal, rubber, textile, etc. Now, mostly it is plastic that's causing most of the problems, alright, related to solid waste. It is being increasingly used and is heavily contributing to environmental pollution as it is non-biodegradable. Because plastic being non-biodegradable, we are not able to get rid of it or discard it very properly, and it remains there for a long time in our environment. That's why plastic being mostly used as packaging materials and all are to be discarded of. We can also do our bit by carrying some cloth or some other material, say paper bags, while we go for shopping and discard the use of plastic bags. That has to be done by us. It has to be initiated by each and every individual. Only then it can be properly initiated. Alright? Now, disposal of solid waste. How do we get rid of the solid waste? All solid waste generated should be first divided into, as I've already told you, biodegradable, non-biodegradable and recyclable waste. Now, biodegradable waste are put into deep pits in the ground and left for natural breakdown. So biodegradable waste has nothing much to worry about. We can easily discard them off. If we can keep them properly in a pit in the ground, they will easily get degraded or they would be dissolved eventually due to the help of the bacteria or soil microbes. Non-biodegradable waste, on the other hand, poses problem in disposal. We do not know how to get rid of them, because if you burn them, that is also going to cause air pollution. If you put it into the ground, then also it will not be getting degraded by the microbes. So in that case, how to discard the non-biodegradable waste, that is the major concern here. Disposal of waste consists of the following methods. So these are the different various types of methods how we can discard the solid waste of different types. First, recovery and recycling. You very well know paper is something that can be easily recycled or reused. Likewise, plastic as well, isn't it? So this kind of materials, they are separated from the solid waste so that they can be recycled and made afresh. See, recovery and recycling of articles like tins, cans or other metal waste, glass, plastic, polythene, rags, paper, cardboard, etc. are done with the help of kawadi walas. Plastic waste is recycled into new ones, but state government across the country are trying to push reduction of plastic. Alright? Now, source reduction. If we can somehow reduce the bulk of the solid waste itself, that would be the best way how we can discard it, isn't it? So how to do that? Municipal waste containing food, vegetable, fruits, etc. can be allowed to be fed upon by the pigs or cattle. If the solid waste containing these organic substances can be fed to the pigs or cattle, in that case their bulk is anyways reducing. So we are getting rid of solid waste in a very fine way, right? So pigs and cattle to reduce the bulk of garbage or waste. Next, burning. Burning of solid waste having organic waste is done by two methods. How? First, incineration and pyrolysis. Incineration means it is controlled aerobic combustion inside chambers at temperature of 850 to 1000 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it is aerobic combustion, do remember. On the other hand, pyrolysis is anaerobic burning. Okay, see here, it is anaerobic combustion inside chambers at much higher, 1650 degrees Celsius. Okay, anaerobic combustion inside chambers at 1650 degrees Celsius. Alright, now dumping. Dumping, we can also call it landfilling. Okay, so it is spilling of waste on selected low-lying land. It can be of two types. So basically what we are trying to do, dumping means we will be taking the solid waste and put it in a low-lying ground, say inside a trench. That's what is called dumping or landfilling. Now landfilling or dumping can be of two types, open or sanitary. Open means here, after you dump off the solid waste, you are not going to cover it. Whereas in sanitary, we are going to cover it with soil. We are continuously going to, cover it every day. Fine. So see here, open. It is dumping in uncovered low-lying area. The waste is periodically burned to reduce its bulk. Fine. But then there is a problem here. Because the solid waste is not to be covered here, that's why the solid waste or the landfills will soon become a breeding ground for rats or flies, etc. Alright. Now, next, sanitary landfill. Sanitary landfill, here the waste is dumped into a trench after compaction and covered with dirt every day. But it also has its drawback. See, it may pollute the underground water. Because of seepage, as it is being continuously compacted and it is being covered throughout by dirt, that's why it might go completely inside, and due to the seepage of waste, the underground water might get polluted. That is the drawback here. So in case of open landfill, what is happening is it is becoming a breeding ground for flies, and also because of that there may be various diseases which might be spreading to the nearby areas. But in case of sanitary, again the problem is that due to seepage, because it is being every day it is being compacted, so that's why due to seepage it might be polluting the underground water. So that again also will become a trouble, right? So both have its own drawbacks. Now, hospital waste. It contains harmful chemicals and microbes. Of course, any kind of waste that's being generated from the hospitals, of course, are going to possess certain kind of harmful chemicals or else harmful pathogenic microbes, disease-causing microbes, isn't it? So in that case, the only way how we should be getting rid of, or we can be disposing of the hospital waste, is by incinerators. By incineration, that's the only way how we should get rid of the hospital waste. Alright. Next, e-waste, that is electronic waste. Okay, see here, they are irreparable computers, mobiles and other electronic goods. Any electronic good which is of no use becomes an e-waste. Okay, now how to discard of e-waste? The only solution to discard e-waste is by recycling. Like countries like India, Pakistan, China, etc., the developing countries, they usually import e-waste from the developed countries so that they can extract, useful metals from those electronic waste. Fine. But then unlike developed countries, because developing countries don't have such kind of advanced equipments to properly dispose of the e-waste, that's why in our countries, because the e-waste disposal is done manually, that's why there is a very high chance that the technicians, they might be exposed to certain very toxic metals which might be causing harm to their health. Last is Keystone. Case study of remedy for plastic waste. Now, here there is a story of Ahmed Khan, a Bangalore-based businessman, a Bangalore-based plastic sack manufacturer. He has been manufacturing plastic for 20 years. That's what was his business. and he's around 57 years of age. Okay. Now, after he continuously manufactured, plastic rags or sacks for 20 years, he then realized that plastic was an environmental hazard. It was a big problem to, discard of the plastic waste. So because of that, he now started to think about how to properly, discard of the plastic waste that has been continuously, increasing rapidly in our environment. So it is at that time he created a substance called polyblend. Okay. So he created polyblend, and polyblend is nothing but a powder of plastic itself. Okay. A mixture of, plastic itself. It's powdered form. So polyblend, when it was properly researched upon, he found that polyblend, if it is mixed with bitumen, which is used to lay roads, the shelf life of the roads can be increased by 3 years. Alright. So what he started doing is he started paying the rag pickers around like before, if the rag pickers were getting 40 paise for 1 kg of plastic, he started paying them around 6 rupees per kg of plastic. That's how he started to get in more and more of people to work under him, and lots of plastic that was, simply creating so much of problem in the environment now was being rather used to lay roads, and also by that the quality of the roads would be improved. So already in Bangalore by 2002, 40 kilometers of road has been laid using polyblend. Alright, and if this will continue, I'm sure that in no time all the plastic that is present in Bangalore or nearby to Bangalore will be used up for making polyblend, and hence that is the way how we can easily make use of plastic waste. And I think it's a very practical way how we can discard of the plastic waste from our near environment. Fine. So this is all about solid waste and today's class. In the next class, we'll start with agrochemicals and its effects. Thank you.